Hi, everybody. It's Dot. I am just so grateful for all the hard work you all put into your presentations. You really expanded our view of what qualitative research and mixed methods research can be. And I got the sense that you each pursued this project in a way that was meaningful to you, and you certainly shared them with each other in a way that I think was meaningful to everyone. So I heard lots of people saying that they'd gotten good ideas for their runner-up methodology for their paper, and just lots of positive feedback. So I'm really grateful. Specifically, critical theory groups, Sarah, Tara, Sheila, Ami, and Jeremy. Thank you so much for starting us off with these important ideas and encouraging everyone to find ways to weave them into their work, and recognize that these ideas and dynamics are always at play, even when we don't sort of see them as the center of what's going on with our problem. I also love the fluid structure that you used, and others used similar fluid structure. I think that was really terrific, and it's something I think I might steal for my own teaching. So thanks. Um, the giant interview group, which I think was David, Becky, Kevin, Heather, Trish, Linnea, and Jill. I really appreciate you explicating the Seidman approach and considering kind of the affordances and constraints of using that approach. And yeah, it's definitely extensive, but there are ways that you can pull threads of that into other approaches to interviewing. I loved that you got everyone engaged with doing interviewing and kind of trying that on. This just ain't nothing to it but to do it. So the more you try these things out, the better. And one thought I had during that one that I didn't get a chance to say was, I think maybe Sarah, I think it was Sarah, was saying, like, could you do this in a more compressed way? And certainly you could in a way, but it's important not to get too greedy with an interview and try to do more, like cover more ground than you can really cover in depth. That's frankly something I've struggled with, if you can believe that, trying to do more than I can actually accomplish in the amount of time. You want to leave room to really dig in to the topics, and lines of inquiry that you're interested in. So you got to be real choosy about what those are. Presentation 3 was case studies: John, Kim, Ryan, Bethany, and Sally. I thought your visual supports were really helpful. The graphic you drew from the Yin book was really helpful, and I loved seeing how each of you had sort of taken your own spin with that. And in some really interesting directions. And it was just great to get to talk with each of you about your own work and kind of hear what you're thinking, and how you're drawing on and maybe expanding from what Yin and others had to offer. So thank you, terrific. And then Marley, Mandy, Cheryl, and Lorna, with your mixed methods presentation. I think that was a great way to finish. It was really helpful to hear about, I'm guessing, that would be helpful for people to hear about the different approaches to mixed methods, like the sequential explanatory and sequential exploratory. Those two in particular, I think, are very commonly used, and I find that iteration back and forth between quantitative and qualitative to be valuable. Thank you so much to everyone who chimed in on that group and other groups, by video or by distance in their way. Also, Mandy, thank you for highlighting the technological tools that folks have access to. I'm planning to share some things about NVivo with you all, via video, I guess, because we have hardly any time. But I think it's great. I did not know that we could get $25 Atlas TI. That's amazing. So thank you very much for that. You all are wonderful. I'm so grateful that I get to work with you. And I will include in this message, the email, a little bit more about what's coming up next week. Have a good one.